Hey, how you guys doing? Coach Mitch here. Marion, nice work on your SI for BP. I know it's been a long one for you, buddy, but you did it. Nice job, and congrats to you. Shane, nice job for you as well for BPSI. For you too, it's been a long road. We did some good work with you, and nice job on that as well. You guys keep on going with your mission. Now, today we're going to talk about how to present at your interview. So here we go. Do not sound friendly. You're not there for that. They're not there to judge your emotions. They're there to judge you on your judgment, right? They don't care how friendly you are, how likable you are. That's not the deal. They're looking at you to see how you handle questions that deal with your judgment. That's what they're going for. People, we understand, coming from the civilian world, you want the interviewers to like you, to be, oh gosh, I hope they get my vibe, whatever. The only vibe they're looking at in the SI for any kind of federal level job is this: the vibe of competence, professionalism, judgment, and morality. That's what they're looking for. So get rid of all the, I hope they like me, I hope they understand where I'm coming from, hope they think I'm a nice person. Irrelevant. Friendly behavior to them shows that you have some weak boundaries. They're not looking for that. I said this so many times in my coaching programs as well. We have techniques where I show you formulas, where I show you how to understand that it's not about you wanting to connect. They want to see how you solve problems, right? Because you got to imagine, no matter what federal job you have, FBI, BP, CBP, the people who you're talking to, the civilians, right, who you're talking to, they're not always looking for you to be their best friend. They're looking for you to solve problems. Federal law enforcement, like all law enforcement, are built to solve problems. The people they train are built to solve problems. People in my coaching program, I teach them how to solve problems, right? I teach them how to be firm, clear in their instructions, right? Polite, but ethical. Those are the things I teach in my coaching program because that's what they expect for you to have as well. Also, with the constant understanding of boundaries. If you don't know how to answer a question with boundaries, we have a problem already. You got to insist on boundaries when you talk to people. They got to know where they are and where you are. You rarely see officers who let people even get too close to them, right, physically, right, or even verbally how they talk to officers, right? There are boundaries in there, so you must understand how that works. The questions they're going to give you are going to test those those boundaries. You do not get boundary tests in civilian type interviews. You don't. Those are friendly type situations, easy to pass. A civilian interview is very easy to pass. A federal level interview, whole different ball game. The big thing here too, I teach my people here, I teach them ready, aim, fire. What does that mean? Ready means you're thinking, right? Aiming means you understand the question. Now you're gonna get down to what the fire, your answer. We teach that a lot in my coaching program, the fire part, right? How to produce what they want to hear in the way they want to hear it using their policies and procedures. That's what it's all about. So people who people who don't know what to talk about, they ramble. This is why I purposely do a 4-minute, 5-minute interview when I first meet you. The first 10 minutes of my coaching program, we're going through a test interview, right? For 4 questions. I laugh because people know it's rough, but it's because many times I hear either rambling, meaning they don't know the answer, so they're trying to find the answer, or they don't say enough. Both are bad. The panel doesn't want to hear a blah, 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 you're done, nor do they want to hear your life story. I was born in 1999 and They don't want to hear that stuff, right? Oversharing. Don't try to be funny. You're not there to be a comedian, right? If they want a comedian, they'll go see somebody who does comedy. But at the interview panel, they are professionals. They don't want to have time for nonsense like that. Don't try to be the funny guy, and also too, don't try to sound too casual. Some of you guys take it like I'm gonna be cool, Mr. Hangout, and be Mr. Casual guy. Don't be casual. Too much rise in this interview to be casual. Be serious. Be firm. So what they're looking for, and I hammer this a lot in my coaching program. Sometimes people say to me, Coach Mitch, did I answer that question too slow? Did I start too slow? No. We want people who are going to be analytical, right? Now, once you start off with the answer, then you start to throw in that structure with your calm voice, with your logical sequencing, with your technical restraints. Those are all things I teach, right? Some of the things I teach are overt, very obvious. Some are subvert, right? But they're in the program on purpose to show you how to answer these questions because they are critical to you passing, critical. This is why my people have a 90.4% pass rate, because I understand the system. I've been in it for 6 years now. I'm ex-law enforcement, I have a high education, so I understand how these things work. My program has been successful for a long time. The pass rate for SI typically is under 40%. Mine is twice that because I understand the process and I teach you from any occupational background. I've had pharmacy tech, I've had guards, I've had custodians, I've had everybody who now today wear the badge. So what do they look at? They're looking at your risk awareness. Are you aware of what's going on, especially for BP, right? BP has situational awareness as well. They're looking at your emotional control. I'm going to push you hard. I'm going to push you so hard on some things that make sure you have emotional control intact. And when you don't, I fix it because we're on the same team. I'm not there to give you a hard time. I'm there to teach you how to get past these tests. That's what I do, right? Ethical reasoning, that's a huge deal. Your average civilian does not know how to understand that, right? But I'll show you how to get past that, of course, right? Last thing is accountability. We have seen so many examples of people not taking accountability, even right now, currently. We got situations right now going on in the news, people not taking accountability. You have to take accountability. Mission first, that's a big deal. I really push that hard on you guys as well. The last one is this: when you're trying to be friendly, you get into this where you're telling stories and you're doing things like, well, I would consider, possibly, maybe. That's a good question. Don't tell them that's a good question. They know it's a good question. That's why they're asking you. Don't try those friendly type deals. Be professional. I show you how to begin each question as well, how to start it off. So this is what it's all about. It's professional judgment and not personality. If you guys are serious about passing your SI in any of those 5 fields I teach, FBI, Marshal Service, CBP, BP, FAMS, you want to get into my program down below, click the link and let's see you on the other side, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.